art and legacy is important. The Tichos are a legacy for Jerusalem. The Ticho house is a legacy. We might have somebody who can talk about that legacy around. Another individual that was a surprise guest.
Still cannot believe what Ben Gurion did. No. What courage. There are no words. You know, and how he managed to keep this whole thing a secret, it's unbelievable. Anna, would you believe that in the same museum where you showed your paintings 9 years ago is now officially the starting point of the Jewish state in the land of Israel? After all these years of exile, it's remarkable. I mean, who could have dreamed of something like this? Growing as a young boy in Boskowitz, Moravia, I witnessed anti-Semitism firsthand. And during medical school in Vienna, I heard the chants, Juden raus, Jews get out. And even my Jewish medical school professors were bullied by their Christian peers. In Vienna where Theodor Herzl rose to greatness. You know, he died and was buried in Vienna while I was still in medical school. Now, I didn't always agree with Herzl's politics, but I was still greatly inspired by him. After medical school, I didn't convert. I refused to convert to Christianity or change my name in order to obtain a clinic appointment. Instead, I came to Palestine. Like those two characters in Herzl's book, Alt Neuland. I came to Palestine, I remember 1912 like it was yesterday. Opening an eye clinic, marrying Anna. Even then I was sure I was living a dream. Being a Jew in Eretz Israel, my parents could only dreamed of something like this. But then the Great War came and that changed everything. My clinic was the only eye clinic to be open in Jerusalem. And why? Because it was a German one. And the Turks in the war, they joined the German side. No, I will never forget the day that the Ottoman Field Marshal Jamal Pasha entered Jerusalem and his famous address. I was there. I listened to his speech. He then threatened to expel me, expulsion, but then let me stay in Jerusalem and work for 3 years until I was arrested and then sent to Damascus for exile. There I was recruited to the Austrian army and served as a field doctor. But when the war ended, everyone was in shock. They couldn't believe the British conquering the land of Israel and sending for him, removing an empire that was here for 400 years. We were sure that everything would be better, especially after the Balfour Declaration. Many Jews were sure that the British would finally help us form a Jewish state in the land of Israel. Thousands of Jews started to make Aliyah to Palestine. And some Jews were sure that we were witnessing the first steps of the redemption of the Jewish people. But I also heard different voices. For my Arab patients and friends, they opposed those Jewish immigrations. Now the British, they tried to calm things down and put heavy restrictions on those immigrations, but that did not calm down the Arabs. No, in fact, they started killing and hurting Jews in the most horrific ways. In Hebron, in Jaffa, and Jerusalem. Even I was attacked. That was the reason I closed my clinic in Usrara. And now I moved here, to this clinic here in the center of town. You know, right off even Betuta, close to, next door to the chief Ashkenazi rabbi, Harav Kook. You know, Shai Agnon, my friend, he told me that the only reason I went to learn ophthalmology was in order to ensure that every man would see the most beautiful paintings of my beloved wife, Anna. To see Jerusalem as she does, in the most illuminated way. That may be so, maybe so. He then later on quoted the Isaiah prophet, and he said, Simchu et Yerushalayim, gilu ba kol ohavea. Join Jerusalem's jubilation, all who love her. But now we are at war. Jerusalem is under siege, and even my clinic here is in the range of artillery fire by the Jordanian Legion, led by my friend and patient, King Abdallah. I originally opposed the partition plan, but it is a fact. I will become a citizen in the Jewish state of Israel. Nonetheless, I will never stop praying for peace in Jerusalem and peace between Jews and Arabs. You see, I see this whole process like the human eye. And I want to explain this to you using some terms that my colleague Aharon Nazi collected in a Hebrew dictionary of medicine. You see, at the front of a healthy eye, one sees through a clear and bloodless tissue of the cornea, karnit. Now, even deeper tissues can be cloudy and blocking our vision, and that is when the adasha, the lens, become a cataract. This reminds me that in university in Vienna, Dr. Zirm, okay, he brought a patient to the university. And I, because of that, was lucky enough to examine the first successful corneal transplant in history. And here in my clinic, I've done many surgeries of cataract and restored the vision to others. You see, even these deeper oblicute tissues that are clouded and can block in our vision can still be treated and sight can be restored. Now, what do I want to say? Is with a healthy eye, one can see the goodness in the world and how to make peace with his fellow human beings. You see, peace is a desired state of health in our world. And in our prayer book, we say a certain blessing for the ill. We say refuah shlema. And shlema has also a form of the word of peace, shalom. So please let us all pray for peace in Jerusalem, and may we see it clearly and bring it as soon as possible. Yes. Anyway, thank you very much. You know that if dreams can come true, even the most wildest ones, then peace can come to our region. It's a fact. Yeah, a couple of years ago, a declaration of a Jewish state, it would be considered insanity. It's a fact. Thank you.